A few years ago, if you would have looked at my life from the outside, it was probably fine. I had a job, I had a roof over my head, the things that people are supposed to want. But the truth is, I wasn't living, I was just existing, going through the motions. I was working, spending, and repeating. And then one day I had a realization that really scared me. If I carried on living the same way, my life would look exactly the same in 10 years' time. I couldn't allow this. But the strange thing is, there wasn't one big moment. There wasn't one big life-changing event. There wasn't some sort of breakdown. It was a lot of little things that kept adding up, like the feeling stuck, the feeling frustrated, feeling like life was happening around me instead of creating something that I actually wanted. I spent many years chasing the things that I thought was going to make me happy. The next purchase, the next hobby, the next upgrade, always thinking that happiness was just going to be around the corner. But every time I got what I wanted, the feeling never lasted. There was always something else to chase. And eventually I had to be honest with myself. The problem wasn't my job. The problem wasn't with where I live. And the problem wasn't anybody else's fault. The problem was me. I was living without intention. I wasn't making decisions on the life that I wanted. I was making decisions based on impulse, comfort, convenience, and sometimes fear. And that was the difficult thing to admit, because it's so much easier to blame circumstances than take responsibility. So I started making small changes, like nothing dramatic, nothing that happened overnight. I stopped drinking alcohol. I stopped vaping. I started paying attention to my finances. I started budgeting. I started camping. I started hiking. I started spending a lot more time outdoors. I started reading more. I started reflecting more. Then I actually started thinking about the person that I want to become. And slowly something did start to change. Not my life overnight, just the direction that I was going in. When I was younger, I thought freedom was having more stuff, more money, more possessions, more status. And now, as I'm getting older, now I think freedom means something completely different. I think freedom is waking up every day knowing what direction you're going in and that you're moving in the right direction. It's having more control over your choices, like your health, your finances, your time, and being able to enjoy simple things like a campfire, like a walk, like a quiet morning coffee, a weekend adventure. And these are the things that I barely appreciated before this. The truth is, I'm still figuring it out. I'm still paying off debt. I'm still working on my health. I'm still building my van. I'm still learning. I'm still making mistakes. I'm still getting things wrong. But the difference now is I know where I'm heading. And for the first time in a long time, I feel like I'm actually starting to build something, not just existing, building, and it feels really, really good. And that is one of the main reasons that I started this channel. Not because I've got all the answers, not because I've made it, because I wanted to document my journey, the wins, the setback, the adventures, the mistakes, everything. Because maybe there is somebody out there watching right now that feels the way that I felt, feeling stuck, feeling frustrated, unsure where to start. And if that's you, you don't need to change your entire life tomorrow. You just need to start. One decision, one habit, and one step at a time. I turned 36 and I realized that I was living the wrong life. Not because my life was terrible, because I wasn't living it intentionally. And honestly, I kind of feel like that realization was one of the best things that happened to me, because it forced me to change. And while I'm nowhere near finished, I finally feel like I'm heading in the direction of a life that's actually mine. Not perfect, not finished, just mine. So thank you for watching this video, and if you did get something out of this video, please like and subscribe, and I wish you would follow along, and thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.